What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again with another video. Today we're going to be previewing the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Tampa Bay Lightning Game 6. Now, before we get any further, make sure to like this video and subscribe. Tons of Leaf content on this channel. Check out the previous videos and be a part of the new ones by liking and subscribing. I'd really appreciate that. I love making these videos, so if you want to be a part of this, it'd be a lot of fun. So, Game 6. Leaf fans, we've been here before. Now, I'm trying not to freak out a little bit here. I'm a little bit nervous, I will say. Toronto has the 3-2 series lead against the back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. The game is at 7:30 p.m. Eastern tonight at the time I'm recording this in Tampa. So, honestly, it's one of those things where like I said, I'm really trying my best to stay calm and just enjoy the moment that we're in, that they have a chance to advance tonight. Like I said, the Leafs have been here before, and it hasn't gone their way for quite some time now. So I'm hoping for a different result, but we have to understand that this is the back-to-back defending Stanley Cup champions. But what I will say to start this is that I do believe the Leafs are winning tonight, and they're advancing to round 2. I'm going to say 3-1 Leafs. That's my prediction. You can leave your predictions down below. But I'm saying 3-1 because what I was trying to explain to some people at work today was when the Leafs usually fall behind like they did in that last game, especially in the playoffs, you start to see them unravel and you see a complete mess. They lose focus, they lose their confidence, they lose everything, including the game. But this time they battled back and they won. And that's all you can ask for. A team that can battle back, show that leadership, guys like Spezza, Tavares, in the room, leading by example and getting it done on the ice. That's what you want. We'll get into some stats in a little bit here, but in terms of the whole postseason for the Leafs so far. But this is a big opportunity. You need to take this. You can't let it go to Game 7. So Jack Campbell, Vasilevsky, the projected starters as usual. The goals per game is sitting at the Leafs leading by a little bit. Goals against per game, Tampa Bay has the slight advantage there. Power play percentage looking quite similar, with the Leafs having a little bit of the edge. And the penalty kill, again, quite similar, with the Maple Leafs having a slight advantage there. Point leaders, Marner and Hedman leading. Assists, we got Marner and Kucherov. Goals, Matthews and Colton, but there's a few guys on the Leafs with 3 or maybe 2. I think it's him and Nylander. And then Jack Campbell with the lead in wins. Of course, there's only been 5 games, so he's got the 3 wins out of the 5 so far. In terms of lineup stuff, the Leafs have not changed their lineup. They're going with the exact same lineup here. Bunting still with the top line, Mikheyev and Kerfoot with Tavares. Nylander on that third line for the depth, spreading out Mikheyev and Kerfoot and Engvall and Camp for that defensive role. And then that fourth line that has a little bit of speed and skill with Spezza, Blackwell, and Kasha. And I will say, I'll get into the defensemen. Same thing as usual, and Campbell starting. Before I move on, I will say I noticed Colin Blackwell quite a lot. I like his speed. I like the way that he drives towards the net. I think that he does a really good job in terms of creating some energy on that fourth line. That's exactly what you want from a guy like Blackwell. And then, of course, Kasha and the leadership of Spezza as well. You're getting a little bit of everything on that line, and that's what you need from your fourth line. I know some people are still wondering why Clifford and Simmons aren't in. They've both cost the Leafs a few penalties, and it's not what the Leafs need at this very moment. But I want to just quickly look at the stats so far in the playoffs for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, this is what you want to see. Matthews, 7 points in 5 games. Marner, 7 in 5 games. Nylander, 5 in 5 games. Riley, 5 in 5 games. Mikheyev and Tavares with 4 and 5. And then you've got the depth, 3 and 5, 3 and 5, 3 and 5. Camp with a couple goals. Blackwell with a couple points. Brody, Kasha, Kerfoot. Like, you've got a lot of guys who are getting on the board here with multiple points. And you have your big 4 with Matthews, Marner, Nylander, and Tavares all up towards the point per game or almost a point per game status. And you need that from your leaders. You definitely need that from your leaders. And I know some people are harping on mistakes that Nylander made by not going into the corner. Well, he scored twice in that game after making that mistake, and he's got 5 points in 5 games played. Marner shutting up some of the haters with not showing up in the playoffs with 7 points in 5 games. And again, Matthews last year didn't show up as much as he could have the year previous. With anybody on this roster, they've all had their faults, and they're actually putting up decent numbers this year. So that's really a positive. That's something that you can look at and say, okay, we've got production from the big guys, and we've got some depth scoring that we desperately need to win a playoff series, because you're not going to beat Tampa by just scoring a couple goals and locking down a lead. No, they're going to keep coming back. And again, I'll go back to the reason why I think that the Leafs can win this game tonight, and I'm going to say they will win this game and they're going to move on, which I haven't said that in forever. I haven't been making videos for a while now, but I just see a difference. That last game just showed me something different in the playoffs. That team was down 2-0, tied it up, scored the third goal to make it 3-2. Okay, you give up the tying goal, but then you get it right back and you take that lead back, and then you lock it down from there. Jack Campbell, there's a couple goals that I wish he would have in some of these games, but he's made some big saves in some big moments. You've got the blue line who, yeah, sometimes they get burned. But again, guys, this is the playoffs. As much as I want to get frustrated and angry every single time a defenseman gets undressed by one of these guys, they're the back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. They're one of the best teams in the league, and they're in the playoffs. Any playoff team with this many stars, a team that's won 2 Stanley Cups in a row, like, that hasn't been done in so long. You're going to have some moments where you're not doing so good, and that's just because they're so damn good. But the Toronto Maple Leafs are in that same boat. Their fan base is just as frustrated. They're down 3-2. Sure, like I said, they've got back-to-back cups. They've been spoiled, but they never want to see their team lose. They want a third cup, but the Leafs are going to stop that dream. I think the Leafs are going to take them out tonight. Game 6, 3-1 Leafs. That's my prediction. I want to hear your guys' prediction down below. And if you are new here, make sure to like this video and subscribe. You'll see in the off season I make so many videos. Right now I've just been really busy. I'm really trying to preview and review these games as quickly as possible, but I do work very early in the morning. So if the Leafs win, I'm going to be absolutely full of energy, and I'll definitely be posting a video. But if they lose, it depends on how late the game ends. So I'm saying there's going to be a video because they're going to win. So like I said, make sure to like this video and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video or stream. Go Leafs go. Peace.